Hi folks, welcome back to my channel. This is Balsamic Moon Tarot. I'm here with a pick a card reading. A pick a card tarot reading regarding love and relationships. We're going to ask for any advice or predictions on that front. I'm going to shuffle and select the 3 cards now for you to choose from. So let's get started here. What are the 3 cards? What is pile 1's card, please? Okay. And pile 2's card, pile 3's card. Okay, I'm feeling this one here. We have the Wheel of Fortune for pile 1. We have the 9 of Swords for pile 2. And we have the Knight of Pentacles for pile 3. Feel free to pause and reflect and take a moment, take a deep breath, and select the card that you are most drawn to. Feel free to skip ahead to the timestamp in the description below to get to your reading. Okay, we'll see you there. Hi pile 1, I have 3 cards so far for your reading. I'm going to start with these cards and then I'll shuffle some more to get deeper into the message. You selected the Wheel of Fortune. We are asking today for advice and predictions on love and relationships. So anything to do with love and relationships, whether you're single or in a partnership or any kind of situation. We're going to see what messages we get for you. Okay, so off to quite a strong start here. We have the Tower. We have the 9 of Wands. And we have the 8 of Wands. Wow. So really big energy already. It's possible that you just maybe have felt blindsided by something. Maybe there is a surprise separation or a disagreement that happened between you and someone else. So I am getting the sense this is someone who's already in a partnership. If you are single, then it's possible that, you know, maybe someone you've been interested in has behaved a certain way that's really shocked you. But with the Wheel of Fortune, I do feel like the tide is turning in your favor and that whatever has just happened does give you this powerful opportunity to either make a clean break or, make a clean break, move on, or even just have like a full reset here and be able to approach the situation with fresh eyes. You know, no longer having rose-colored glasses, but having a much stronger ability to assess everything, and you know, not that's where we're starting with here. So that's really powerful. But let's keep going. Let's see what else we can get from this reading. Okay, I have the Queen of Cups here. Definitely a lot of feelings involved, and the High Priestess. Wow. Okay. The 5 of Cups. The Temperance, beautiful. The Ace of Pentacles, very nice energy there. Yeah, I am definitely seeing a strong recovery here. The Justice cards, wow, the Justice card and the 6 of Wands. Wow, so very clear message here. Your guides want you to know that whatever has happened that has shocked you, surprised you, perhaps even upset you, there will be a very strong recovery here. The Queen of Cups with the High Priestess, your intuition is absolutely, you know, on point right now. You're definitely, I'm hearing this bird outside my window. I just can't help but acknowledge that, because that is also, yeah, it stopped. Do you hear it? Okay, so there's a bird. So definitely, you know, paying attention to any messages you're getting, even in your dreams, your meditations, you know, they could be very visual, these messages, but if you are an intuitive person, which I feel like you must be, if you're an intuitive person, you know, those intuitions and messages are definitely going to help guide you through this tremendous change or surprise here. I think there is definitely a little bit of pain here because maybe you thought, maybe you had one vision of where this was headed. Again, this could be someone in a partnership, or it could be someone who's single but does have a specific person that they were interested in, that you are interested in. Maybe you've been like kind of talking to them, but nothing's really been moving forward or, you know, serious, right? So it could be any kind of person in your life right now that you feel attached to. I think that, you know, you've been a bit blindsided and you've perhaps been disappointed in some way here. Maybe you thought things were leading in one direction, but it turns out they're not. Whatever that may be, you have a strong recovery here. You have a new opportunity to, again, see the situation, assess the situation with a strong head on your shoulders, and, you know, no longer having rose-hued glasses, no longer having your dreams and desires and fantasy kind of fill in the blanks here. Right now you have more facts to work with, more information, a lot of valid information to work with. That said, your feelings are valid information. Whatever your feelings have been through this or towards the other person, it's incredibly valid, and it is important that you acknowledge that your feelings, even if that other person has been, you know, no matter what that person says about your feelings are important here. And your guides have even been trying to get you to pay more attention to those feelings. So I do see here as well, this could be very specific, but I do see here someone benefiting financially as well from this tower moment. This shocking moment is going to lead to more security and stability in your financial or material life, you know? So it could mean that interestingly enough, I'm not getting anything legal or marriage or divorce. I'm not actually getting that from the Justice card. I'm just getting a sense of like peace. Like, okay, we have an agreement. We can, you know, we're on equal terms here. We're on the same page here. We can, you know, move on from the disagreement. I do feel like there's a resolution, like a strong conflict resolution at hand for some of you watching this. So with the Temperance card and the Five of Cups, you know, this is really beautiful here. I want to just take a closer look here. We see with the Five of Cups, the 3 cups that have spilled and the 2 cups still standing, right? But in the Temperance card, we see that the angel uses 2 cups to formulate, you know, a miracle, really, right? To create something new, to transform the situation. So the 2 cups is very relevant here. What I'm seeing with that Temperance card is that you can absolutely succeed in this moment by taking things slow and also taking the other person's point of view into account, not being too standoffish, but, you know, being able to listen with a rational mind, being able to negotiate and discuss things from a mature and calm demeanor, not overreacting, but, you know, trying to give the other person the benefit of the doubt and really trying to understand the situation from their point of view. Because it's possible that you think they did something wrong, but they actually didn't. It just appears that way. And so the shock and the anger could be from the appearance of wrongdoing. So it's important right now to really take things slow, assess the situation, only pay attention to what are facts, right? What is really valid here? What's truly valid information? So, for example, maybe you know, you've heard a rumor. Is the rumor substantiated, right? Perhaps this person says that they make a certain amount of money and they're living large. Are you seeing evidence about that, right? So there's so many ways that can happen in your life, but the message is the same. The message is, you know, really take things slow to assess what is real here, and what versus what is hearsay or what is assumed, right? Don't act on an assumption. Act on what you've been able to prove, or, you know, really logically, what have you been able to logically prove, right? Like a reasonable, what is something, act reasonably, only act on what you can be reasonable about. But yeah, that's the message here. I hope that's helpful to you. I'm going to pull some oracle cards just to see what else we can get from your guides. Can we please offer pile 1 advice, clarification, or response to what I just said? Okay, I have 2 cards here. I'm going to go ahead and take them. Oh, okay. 2 cards as well. So we're getting the number 2s here. So I do think that there is a person, the other person in this situation. I do think that the other person in this situation is willing to work through this, you know, like they're not absent here. I am getting a sense that there's someone who will show up equally, show up as a partner, show up, you know, will reciprocate here, you know, which is a good sign. Let me turn these cards over, and then I can even pull a couple more tarot cards just to close the reading. Okay, so the 2 cards we've got are Transcendence and Resistance. Interesting. So to take them together, I feel like they're really responding to that Wheel of Fortune and that Tower. Transcendence and Resistance. The message here is, you know, don't, the message here is definitely like accepting that what is going to happen is going to happen. There's a lot here that is out of your control. So there's no point in resisting the things that are already out of your control. Like if the cat is out of the bag, there's no way to put that cat back in the bag, right? So accepting that the situation has changed and that this is the new normal, or this is the new, you know, moving on from the past, letting go of the past, as painful as that may be, it is necessary right now. But you're also going to find that as you accept what's happened, you're also going to identify ways that you will find a better situation. Like you will work through this in a way that allows you to actually address or solve things, or move past your own limitations, transcend, right? It's like you're going to identify ways that you can make things better than you ever dreamed, you know? So that's really great. Whoa, freedom. Look at that beautiful image of this flock of birds. I like that the flock of birds is in this. So it's not just a lone bird, but it is a close-up. It's a focus on one bird among the flock. I think there's something there that I'm going to unpack. But let's take a look at this. Wow, embracing. Another bird. This one looks like an egret or a crane, right? And they're in the marshland. So somewhat different energies, and yet I feel like it is depicting 2 different people. So I feel like one of these is actually going to resonate more with you, whereas the other one seems to be more a depiction of the person you're thinking about. Interesting. So what I'm getting here is that I think you're more the person who is the freedom card. And I think you're someone who is very optimistic in general, because you really like to find the win-win solution. You really like to encourage people to aim higher and push past their blocks. And, you know, you're just encouraging in general. So I feel like you're someone, see the reason why the flock is there, I feel like you're someone who likes to encourage others, and you really like to even make people laugh, just make people feel good, because you see that effect on them, right? You see how different life can be when people feel lighthearted and more optimistic, more inspired. And you know, you're someone who really does that naturally. So the freedom here is your freedom to be yourself, right? If this situation or if this relationship has kind of made you a little bit more hesitant or self-conscious about being yourself, then you know, this is a sign like you should absolutely be yourself. Like, there's nothing wrong with you. You should be able to be yourself, and a person should be able to accept you. If they're, you know, in a relationship with you, they should be able to accept who you are deep down, right? Embracing. So I think this is the energy for the other person, and I think this person is so I see this as a sunset. I do think this person is looking at a change in their life, and they're really trying to let go of something from the past. They're grieving something here. They are becoming much more aware of how much has changed, and there's something bittersweet there. So this person could actually be thinking about a past relationship, or maybe a loved one has moved on, and you know, they can't help but grieve that a bit. You know, this feels like old energy. It feels like it was a long time ago that this happened. But I think that what is the message here is just the fact that whatever this person's going through, you know, if it's possible they just need compassion and understanding about it. So don't make a mountain out of a molehill, right? If you're a bit insecure with the way that they're feeling about things from the past, then you know, you kind of need to check yourself on that. Like, is it really about you, right? So that might be a very specific message to someone here. Oh, wow. So you got this card as well, Court, the Too Good and True. And this is a really awesome card. It shows a giraffe eating these flowers. This card is about believing that when we think that it's too good to be true, this card is about having belief, having faith, not being so, skeptical, right? Like, it's totally possible that a good thing can happen to you. And sometimes maybe you feel like, oh no, like that's just not life. But this card is a reminder that good things still do happen. And embrace, right? Embracing the too good and true. So I really do see here the potential here for a coming together. You know, if you're in a partnership and you guys have had some rough spots, like I do see here a positive shift where you can get on the same page, maybe even be able to talk through what's been going on with some, with some clarity, and instead of it erupting into a big emotional ordeal, it's possible to talk about things just with respect for the other person and just try to understand, trying to understand each other's viewpoints. I think it's also a message here that, to go into those discussions with good faith, go into it really believing that something good can happen. Because with freedom, you really have freedom here. You are not stuck. You are not, you have a choice here. No matter what happens, you have a choice to act in your best interests. Whether that's staying or going or anything in between, you have choice here. So I think the freedom card is also an important last message to show that, again, the wheel of fortune, right? Like, life moves on. Life can absolutely turn in your favor. You absolutely can get good things coming your way. But it doesn't help to, it doesn't hurt to believe in that, right? It doesn't hurt to be optimistic in that way for you. The same way you encourage others, don't forget to encourage yourself. So pile 1, that's your message here. I don't think I need to pull any more cards. I think this is perfect the way it is. Best of luck for you for what you're going through, and you know, if this resonated, please click the like and subscribe buttons to help me grow my channel. I appreciate that if you do that, and I hope to see you at the next reading. Okay, take care, pile 1. Hi pile 2, this is your reading. You selected the 9 of Swords. So you know, with the 9 of Swords, it's about sleepless nights and anxiety. Perhaps you are really worried and fretting over something, but it also can mean, you know, worrying about something that you're making something out to be worse than it actually is. So let's see if we can get a message for you that will help you and help you, you know, go through this difficult time. I have 2 cards so far. We have the Knight of Cups here, and we have the 9 of Pentacles. Okay. So I am seeing here, I do feel like this is regarding a situation with 2 different people. So if this isn't your reading, it isn't your reading. But if this is your reading, I'm getting it for somebody who is being, you know, is dating someone who's very into them. The 9 of Pentacles, I feel like that's your energy. You've been very independent for a lot of the time. For perhaps a lot of your adulthood or a lot of your life, you've been very independent and very secure too. Like, you know, felt strongly about who you are and what you have to offer, and didn't really doubt it or question it. Now with the 9 of Cups, someone's coming towards you, and I think they are into you. I do think their feelings are sincere, but you may just be a little confused about how they're communicating with you. It may just be different from what you're used to. So let's see what else we get here. We have the 9 of Wands. Wow. I've been getting 9 cards today, so I do think collectively we are, a lot of us are going through the very ending of a cycle here, which is a good thing. It's a cycle that needs to happen. It's a natural cycle. Queen of Swords, okay, that's very helpful. I really feel like that Queen of Swords is kind of a linchpin here. We got the Devil. We got the Page of Pentacles. Oh, okay. This one. And the Chariot. And can I get one more card, please? Oh. Okay, the 10 of Wands. I want another card, though. Can I get one more card, please? Please. Yes. Wow, the Queen of Cups. Okay. I'm going to put the Queen of Cups here. That feels right. So, okay. So, I think that the Queen of Swords energy here is a big part of this. Now, I think this is most likely somebody else. I think someone else is kind of talking in your ear, and they're being very critical, okay? And I think that a lot of what they're saying is valid, and they have, they're very, you know, intelligent, but they're not necessarily, they don't know everything, and they don't know everything when it comes to you. So they may be talking as if they really know you, and they know what you need, what you want, or what you deserve, etc. But I would be wary of what they're saying, because I do think that they're not quite coming from a place of understanding. You know, they have their own standards, they have their own sort of criteria, and it really just may not be relevant to you. Now, this could be a person, or it could even be an aspect of yourself. It could be some internal self that has, you know, developed a certain way. So sometimes, like when we grow up with a very strict parent and we become adults, it's like their voice is in our ear, even though they're not around anymore. Like their opinion is still in our head, right? So it could be that, because with the Nine of Swords, I do think you're overwhelmed with different ideas, different opinions, different shoulds, right? Feeling like, oh, it shouldn't be this way, it's supposed to go that way, or feeling kind of again, overwhelmed or just confused because you're trying to make sense of things without really understanding where your heart is here. Okay, so with the Devil card, now we have another message here, giving more insight. So the Devil card, the Page of Pentacles, the Chariot, and the Ten of Wands. Okay, I'm just gonna say it like I see it. I do think that this could be, this person approaching you could be concerning you based on money, and like money or career. Like, I think you're worried that if you get involved with them, you will either not achieve what you want to achieve in your career, like you'll be distracted, or you'll be drained, even you'll be demoted. Like there's some kind of status concern here. I think you feel very comfortable the way your life has been, but with this Page of Pentacles, you're sort of feeling like maybe you're feeling like you're dealing with someone who has not figured out their life enough, or alternatively, you're feeling like you have not figured out your life enough to have room for this person, like you feel like you still need to grow and develop in your career or in your finances in order to entertain this relationship. Now with the Devil card, I'm going to clarify this Devil card, because it could be that that person's coming towards you and they don't really have the best intentions, but it could also be that they're coming towards you and you're being kind of cynical here. You're kind of being too skeptical towards them. So I'm going to clarify this before I move on to that Queen of Cups. Can I clarify the Devil card here, please? Okay. All right, I'm going to take these cards. I think this is everything that wants to show up. So we have the Five of Pentacles. Yeah. Wow. What was I saying? And the Six of Pentacles. Yes. And the Nine of Pentacles. Wow, strong affirmation there, repeating the Nine of Pentacles, which I take to be you. We have the Fool card, and we have the King of Cups. Wow, the King of Cups landing right next to the Queen of Cups. This is a strong, clear message. Absolutely. Okay, loud and clear. You are being encouraged to be a bit generous here. Be a bit generous. Don't be so, open up here. Open up your sense of boundaries a little bit, because the truth is you can handle it. Don't fear what a new person may bring into your life, because you have everything it takes to take care of yourself no matter what happens. As long as you stay true and stay close to what makes you fulfilled, what makes you happy, then that person will either come or go based on that, right? So it's about staying centered and staying true, but not being closed off. Okay, it's about being receptive with healthy boundaries here. So we do see the Fool card encouraging you to loosen up. You don't have to control the situation so much so that you are just alone and single forever. You can totally open up here and entertain this suitor, because there is potential here for this person to become the King of Cups to your Queen of Cups. This is someone who could potentially, really make you feel understood, make you feel cared for on a very deep emotional level. This could be someone who shares your spiritual values, who has an emotional connection with you, right? That can deepen. Someone who can very well grow into a committed relationship here. So your concerns about the money or the career, or just, you know, maybe the imbalance in money and career, your concerns are valid, but they don't need to make you stress so much, okay? Like, you can move forward being who you are and staying true to who you are while being open to what this person is about and what they have to offer. So again, Nine of Swords, Queen of Swords, the swords here, the internal chatter, the criticism, let that die down. You know, just release that judgment, and go into it more with an open mind. Okay, so that's a very clear message here. I don't know if this will apply to everyone watching this video, so you know, if this doesn't resonate, that's totally fine. It's not your message. But if this is clicking with you, then, you know, I think I think there's some really beautiful things that can happen here. And again, no matter what, right, you're in charge of your life. Like, you can handle this. You can be an adult here. You don't need again, to worry over it too much. I did just see the Chariot, which I didn't get a chance to talk about. So yeah, the Chariot is about moving forward. It's also a card of victory. There's something that is very exciting and adventurous here. This could be someone who helps you move past your own comfort zone, someone who encourages you to go on adventures or encourages you to travel, you know, see beyond your world, right? Like maybe you've had a routine, or maybe you've been living in a certain way. That's been kind of like very comfortable, but it's been a little bit suffocating, right? So this Chariot and this Fool energy is someone coming, or the relationship itself, it's coming towards you. It's encouraging you to step outside your comfort zone, you know, really explore and be adventurous. And that's a good thing, because it leads to some growth here, right? It leads to some change and evolution, which is, you know, how we are fulfilled in life, right? We can't just stay the same. We do need challenges that help us shift and grow and evolve and adapt, right? So King of Cups, Queen of Cups here together. Beautiful, beautiful, optimist. I mean, you know, just beautiful possible outcome here, right? A relationship, a partnership in which two people are really connecting heart to heart and really understanding each other, emotionally supportive of each other. So pile 2, that's your reading. I hope that was helpful for you. If it was, please click the like and subscribe buttons to let me know. And and yeah, thank you. Hope to see you at the next reading. Hi Pile 3, welcome to your reading. We are going to ask for advice and predictions with regards to love and relationships. You selected the Knight of Pentacles, and I have selected a few cards so far, but I'm going to pull some more cards. So this is the message we're starting with. We have the we have the Knight of Pentacles. Wow, okay. Loud and clear. Knight of Pentacles, is it you or is it the other person? 5 of Cups, okay. Some loss. Oh, King of Pentacles, okay. Fulfillment, wow. Interesting. I just got one message right now. This could be very specific for someone. I think someone here may be worried that they lost, like they've separated from a relationship that it was supposed to be a marriage. I think someone here is worried that I don't know if you left or they left or how this relationship ended, but I feel like you might be missing a relationship that you think was the one. Maybe you're thinking about the past, you're thinking about your time with them, and you're thinking that, you know, you lost the one, right? The one that got away. So that's one message here. I don't think it applies to everyone. But with the fulfillment card here, I do think there's a advice here that your life is the way it is. Your life can absolutely be fulfilling here. So if you are thinking about this person because you feel like your life is you know, that you really are disappointed with how your life is right now. You feel like there's an emptiness there. It's important to take a step back here and, you know, give yourself the support you need. Like, you may be focused too much on the past, you may be focused too much on another person, but there are no, you know, there's no such thing as taking this wrong turn and everything is now always going to be awful. Like, you absolutely have the power to have fulfillment in your life. You have the ability to steer your life in a direction that leads to happiness, okay? Regardless of that person that you're thinking about, regardless of this separation or this loss, okay? So that's quite a specific message for someone. But with the Knight of Pentacles showing up twice, we definitely see here, oh wow, okay, Page of Cups. We definitely see here that you've drawn to this reading because I do think that you're someone who has been working very hard, not just in maybe at work, literally working, but also you've been working hard on, I feel like you've been working hard on getting something stable. Like, and then the Page of Cups has come here. So I feel like, okay, I think maybe you're someone who's also been preparing to become a parent. Like, it's possible that you've been working to improve your health, improve your routines because you want room for a child. That's one thing I'm seeing here. I also just feel like this Page of Cups is that desire for a happy home. Maybe you've been working so much and you've been feeling like you've been on your own in this work, and all you want right now is someone to give you a hug, you know, someone to see, you know, be glad to see you at the end of the day, right? Like coming home, having someone there to greet you and hug you, and, you know, that feeling of being loved and embraced and accepted. I think, you know, maybe you're also searching for that. Okay, let's see what else is here, please. What is the message for pile 3? Okay, so we have the Nine of Pentacles. This did show up in an earlier reading. I think it was pile 1, I'm not sure. Oh wow, the Fool. The Eight of Swords. So, the Eight of Swords. I'm just going to say, it's possible that one of the other readings may apply to you if you want to check them out. If you were drawn to any of the other cards, it could be worth checking out those readings. But I do feel like with the Eight of Swords, there's something that you've been thinking so much about, and it's just not helping at this point. It would be more helpful if you identified a way to distract yourself from the issue. I think you've been kind of thinking in circles, talking in circles about something in particular here. Okay, we have the Death card. Yeah. The Hierophant. Okay. And the Two of Cups. Okay, so I'm seeing this two ways. This could be somebody who has ended an engagement, or somebody who has ended a marriage, ended a commitment of some kind. I feel like it is you, though. I feel like you're the person who initiated the change or the ending. And maybe what's going on is you're thinking back and you're thinking, you know, was I correct? What was that about? Like, did I make the right move? The answer here is that, you know, you did what was best. And the answer here is definitely to move on and have a clean slate here. I don't have any insight into whether or not this person is going to be coming back into your life, or how that relationship is going to go. You know, I don't have any insight in if there is a separation. I don't have any insight if it is going to be repaired, recovered, returned. I see with the Fool card that what's important is that you relinquish any preconceived notions, okay? What's important is that you really come to the moment right now you're in. You've got to come to it with a clean slate. You got to come to it with an open mind and see it as absolutely a wonderful opportunity for you. Because there is tremendous change and transformation available if you want it, okay? But I do feel like you have some strong ideas about the nature of relationships. Like, you know, maybe you're somebody who's religious or comes from a religious background, and there are a lot of rules and regulations when it comes to dating or marriage or intimacy, or even just like, yeah, even just like the feelings, right? Even just having feelings might bring up like these ideas of adherence, you know, having to adhere to a certain protocol. So the Death card is showing that, you know, you are taking stock of that. You are questioning what is really serving you right now, because you have an opportunity to just focus on your needs, focus on what's going to really serve you. This Page of Cups is so key here. This Page of Cups is your heart opening up and your heart understanding and being vulnerable. You know, your heart knowing that you need something here. You need emotional support. You need tenderness. You need kindness. And so the question is, have you gotten that up until now? Have you gotten it when you needed it, right? Prism and reciprocity. Wow. I'm gonna take a moment to just look at these cards. There's the guidebook. I'll be right back. Okay, so I've got a beautiful message here from these two cards. I'll just read a little bit from the guidebook. With the Prism card, there's a mantra here, and the last part of that mantra is really beautiful. I can bend light with love as a force of my will. The rainbow of life is here to show me that my life's journey doesn't always need to be a battle uphill. Okay? And then for reciprocity, the mantra is, I care for the well-being of others. I practice acts of selflessness and kindness in assistance to my universal sisters and brothers. So I do think that, you know, you've been working really hard, or adhering maybe is the right word. I think you've been adhering to some kind of plan, some kind of program, or some set of ideas when it comes to relationships, and you're being encouraged right now, just with the way you're feeling right now. You're being encouraged to look at things a bit differently. Have more faith in other people. Have more faith that, you know, you can relate to others in a more genuine way, and that it doesn't need to be so coded. It doesn't need to be so constricted or controlled by religious principles or some kind of set of ideals that maybe you were influenced by, okay? Now, that's not easy to do overnight. This is going to take some time, but I do think this is maybe one message of other messages you're getting or other information you're getting in your life. You know, a message to turn a new leaf here, turn a new corner, and just open, you know, be more receptive to other ways of thinking about relationship, marriage, parenting, right? Other ways of thinking about it. Now's the time to open that up and explore it. I'm going to pull a couple more cards to see, you know, what is the advice for you here? What other advice can we get for pile 3? Because again, I do see like you've been working very hard. You've been making a lot of effort in this direction, one direction, but the question is it the right direction, right? Flock together. Wow, beautiful. I have another card here that wants to come out. Bless your lovely self. Okay. So, you know, there are people around you. There are totally people that gravitate towards you and you gravitate towards them. Maybe they're not conventional, you know, maybe they look different than what you expected, or they're not quite who you were expecting, but there are people around you who are supportive here. And I think this is encouraging you to participate more. You know, maybe there are people who've been inviting you out to something or trying to befriend you, you know, go for it. Like, make new friends here. So again, I'm not really seeing so much that this is about a relationship, specific relationship. I'm seeing this more about your attitudes towards other people in general, you know. Spend more time socializing, spend more time around people who are even very open-minded, right? Who are very warm and welcoming here. It'll be good for your soul, is what I'm hearing. I want to get one more card. Let's pull an oracle card. Another oracle card from the Sacred Destiny Oracle. Okay, I'll take this. Patience. Okay. Patience. That makes a lot of sense, you know. With the Knight of Pentacles, when we are too fixated on the Knight of Pentacles energy, we have been patient, right? We have been working at something without expecting it to happen overnight. We've been putting a lot of time and effort into something, believing that, you know, with time it will improve, it will turn in my favor. I just have to build it now. The patience card is showing that maybe you have to be patient with yourself, right? Maybe like you've been expecting a lot of yourself. Maybe you've been expecting a lot of somebody else. So, you know, patience is just this gentle energy saying that you can stop and smell the roses. You know, you can stop and enjoy yourself now. You don't have to put that off. Bless your lovely self. You know, take some time just for you, or do something nice for yourself. If there's a friend, if there's someone you're dating, if there's someone special in your life, take some time to just do something nice with them, right? Like, it doesn't have to be serious. It can just be going for a walk in the park or getting a cup of coffee, just doing something for the sake of hanging out, right? It doesn't have to be so, doesn't have to have a set, it doesn't have to have like such a strong meaning. It can just be, you know, improvising, being in the moment, just feeling it out, enjoying the company of someone, okay? So that's what I'm getting for you, pile 3. I hope this was helpful. If it was, please click the like and subscribe buttons to let me know. I do appreciate that. And, you know, and feel free to share in the comments anything you'd want to share. But yeah, I see a lot of good things happening. All you have to do is, again, just be more open, be less rigid in your ideas. You know, accept that what happened in the past has happened. Let go of what happened in the past, even if it's painful, especially if it's painful. Let go of it and remember that you have the ability to find fulfillment here. Okay? Thank you for being here, pile 3. I hope to see you the next reading. Have a lovely day.